Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, welcome. My name is BrittanyNichole and I was tagged by Allie to do the 21 questions makeup edition tag. It was so surreal. I was just sitting down watching her videos like I always do this morning, and I clicked the down bar to see who she had tagged and go check out their videos, and I saw I was tagged on there, which is, like I said, just so surreal. Thank you so much, Allie. You are such a sweetheart. I know you guys know who she is, but I will leave all of her links down below. She actually has a shop as well where she sells the best organization bags. I just talked about them in my last video where I did a drugstore curated bag of makeup for you guys. So I'll leave links to that, her videos, her YouTube channel, and then her doing the 21 questions down below. But like I said, just such a surreal moment for me, and I love this idea because a lot of people, me included on YouTube, keep it really kind of professional. I've done a vlog here and there where I talk about, you know, some personal things, but it's fun to get to know someone a little bit better and still talk about things makeup related. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? I just got rid of so much old makeup in a vlog actually around October, November-ish. So take this with a grain of salt because I'm really kind of on a journey of not hoarding excess makeup that I don't use. So I just got rid of a bunch, but I do have one that I was just looking at yesterday that I was like, why do you even have that anymore? This is the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. And I've probably had this for about 4 or 5 years now. It needs to go. It's definitely expired, but this is one of those things that I have an emotional connection to. I won a YouTube contest in probably like 2008, 2007, right when people just kind of started to post beauty videos. I'm sure a lot of you didn't watch YouTube at that point, but I won a contest. I'll have to put her name on the screen because I'm going to have to look it up. I think her name was like Lollipop something. And this is what she sent me and I fell in love with it. This will make your makeup last all night. I'm telling you, when I did bridal makeup professionally, this was the only thing I used and I found it through her. And I would have brides write reviews or email me and tell me they went to bed and woke up the next day and their makeup still looked perfect. It's really, really good stuff. I think Urban Decay is made by Skindinavia as well. Don't quote me on that, but this is just a really, really good product. I just don't do bridal makeup unless it's for a friend or a family member anymore. So I haven't needed to repurchase this, but if I ever did bridal makeup again, this would hands down be in my kit. If you struggle with your makeup not lasting all day and you're like me and you don't like to use powder, check this out. It's really amazing stuff. Just make sure you get the bridal kind. Question number 2 is, what is your most recent makeup purchase? And that is a big one for me. I purchased a full face. This isn't even the half of it, of Charlotte Tilbury makeup. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I'm a huge fan of drugstore makeup, but I do want to expand outside of that and test some more high-end expensive makeup to see if it's really worth it. I did film that video. I have to edit it still, but yeah, I purchased a full face and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. A lot of it is worth the hype. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that video. That's a really fun one. I had a lot of fun filming it, but yeah, that was a big dent in the wallet. Question number 3 is, what is the first makeup product you ever used? And I'm going to answer this in a couple of ways. The first makeup product I really remember using when I was really young, I don't remember the brand. I want to say it was either Chanel or Clinique. My mom was not a big makeup person, so we didn't have a lot of makeup around the house, but there was this one hot pink lipstick tube. It was in a green ribbed container. I could still see it. I can still smell it. I could still see the drawer it was in and the little pouch it was in, but it was a hot pink lipstick, and I remember using that. It wasn't like the typical, I got lipstick all over my face and sat in front of a mirror or anything like that. I think I just applied it to my lips. So that's my first memory. If I can find a picture of it or the brand, I'll pop it up on the screen here, but that might be a stretch. I'll have to ask my mom as well. And then I have more of like my probably middle school years, and I just filmed a video actually a couple months ago on 90s nostalgic makeup that was so fun, and it was cover up, what we called cover up, and I've come to find through that video, a lot of you called it cover up as well. It was the concealer in like a lipstick tube. My best friend's mom had that on the bathroom counter all the time, so we would just throw that all over our faces. Like, I don't know what we were covering because we were kids and we didn't have anything wrong with our skin, but I think we put it on our lips and all over the face, whatever we thought was right. So that's kind of my like middle school memory. And then getting older, like probably 7th, 8th grade, it's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. That's like my childhood makeup, what we used all the time. And I think about that now and how dry that was. Everybody loved that. So I know I kind of answered that 3 ways, but those are my like 3 strongest memories at different stages. Question 4 is, what's a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? And I don't hate this. I really don't hate anything when it comes to makeup. I think it's really interesting actually to see all the trends kind of come and go. But I'd say it's really harsh contouring and highlighting. I used to really like that. I used to beg for cheekbones. Like, I would pray every night, please give me cheekbones, please give me cheekbones. I've always had chubby cheeks when I was a little kid to now, and I love them now. I wouldn't have it any other way, but I was really into like a sculpted look. So I really enjoyed contouring and then the contrast of the highlighting, but I don't do any of that now. I did contour a little bit in my Charlotte Tilbury video because I wanted to try a full face and she has a contour product, but I really never do that anymore. I just take bronzer and apply that on my cheeks, and that gives me the dimension and warmth I need after I go in with, you know, my foundation and concealer. I used to like the, you know, like 1 shade lighter concealer under my eyes as well. I don't do that at all anymore. I want a concealer that is the same color as my foundation. I'm not trying to highlight anything with a concealer. I like to highlight with a glowy product, like where the light would naturally reflect these days. But yeah, I used to be a big fan of that. I think we all were. That was like the Kim Kardashian days. Question 5 is, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? Brows. I used to hate doing my brows because I think I did them too heavy. We all kind of went through that phase of really kind of defining our brows. Now I just let my brows live. I'll fill in a little bit where necessary. Fun fact, I cut off my brow when I was younger. I was sitting, and why I was doing this, I have no idea. I was sitting on the computer on AIM, just chatting away to my friends, and I held a pair of scissors up to my face like this and was just kind of going like that, and I chopped my brow off on this side. So now I've got like some sparse hairs that I fill in, but other than that, I really just go in with a gel and that's it. So I really enjoy that because it frames the face. When I did bridal makeup, I really loved doing brows on brides and anyone else I did makeup on, because a lot of people didn't do that stuff, and because it framed the face, it really made everything come together. I guess George is getting bored of me. So that leads me right into question number 6. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? And it really is brows. Like I said, it frames the face. It really makes everything come together. If there's one thing I'm gonna do before I leave the house, if I feel like I need a little bit of something, I'll throw some brow gel through my brows and go ahead and get on with my day. Foundation is a very close second to that because I love how foundation just evens out my skin. But like I said, if there's one thing I'm gonna do, it's gonna be my brows. Question number 7 is, what is a makeup product you can't live without? And staying on that same eyebrow train, it is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Set. This is the best eyebrow gel you will ever use. It's like glue for your eyebrows. My brows love to point downwards, that they just live there. That's where they like to be, and I don't like that. I like a big, fluffy model boy brow situation. So this is the only thing that will truly keep them in place all day. It does leave them kind of stiff feeling, so if you don't like that, you might not like this, but I will take it if it's gonna keep my brows up all day, and this definitely does. And I love that it comes in this mini version because these go bad kind of quick, right? You're putting them in your brows, they're getting dirty. So I always purchase the mini version instead of the bigger version and save some money and just keep repurchasing this one. Question number 8, what sparked your love of makeup? So this is gonna be kind of a 2-part answer as well. When I was in college, I worked across from a Mac Pro in Chicago, so I would mosey on over there during a lunch break. And that is where I really kind of found makeup. Like I said, my mom wasn't a big makeup person. No one in my family was. My friends definitely weren't, and they still aren't, which is why I ended up, you know, recreating my YouTube, because I wanted to talk to people who have the same passion as I do. So I would go into MAC every single day. I even would get trained by some of the pro artists there. I would like pay them to train me how to do makeup, which was such a weird thing to do thinking about it. But anyway, because that was like on the side, and I'd go to their house, which is creepy and weird. But anyway, they were all really sweet and great girls. But that's where I kind of fell in love with makeup and found makeup. But what really sparked my love for makeup was YouTube, specifically Corin Zander. Many of you probably don't know who he is, but he was like the beauty YouTuber back when I first started my channel in like 2007, 2008. He shared so many techniques. He was awesome. Please look him up. I'll link him down below. You guys need to check out his videos. A lot of his techniques, I think at this point, are going to be out of date, but at the time he was, you know, like really, really trend setting, I guess, at the time. Him and Purse Buzz. Wayne Goss was on there really early on as well. I learned a lot from him, but Corin's videos, there's just such a special place in my heart. I wish he still made YouTube videos, because he was just a wealth of knowledge, and he taught me so much, from techniques to how to clean brushes to how to get started with a kit. So yeah, I still have, I mean, you could see I get like happy thinking about him, because he had such a big part in my love and education when it came to makeup. Question number 9 is, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? And I can't show you. I'm so angry. I deleted all of my videos when I first started my channel in 2008 because they were so awful and embarrassing. I wish I had just put them on private so I could have them for my own laughing purposes, but I had a friend find one, and I was like mortified that she found it, so I deleted all those videos. But I posted a Valentine's Day video using the Coastal Scents 88 color palette. Do you guys remember that? That's actually probably my oldest makeup product, because I still have that under my bed at my parents' house. So yeah, that's definitely my oldest. I'll have to get that. Let me know if you guys know who Coastal Scents is. I wonder if they still make eyeshadow palettes. But anyway, that was the YouTube palette. Everybody had a Coastal Scents 88 color palette, and I used a brown and a pink from that palette, and it was like when all people did was like zoom up on their eye like that, and it was awful. It was awful and embarrassing. So yeah, I can't show you, but that was definitely my worst makeup look. Question number 10 is, what is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? And that is a look I did using the Tati Beauty palette. I'll post it right here. I love that makeup look. It pops up on my memories all the time, and every time I look at it, I'm so proud of it. I love how pink it is. I love how shimmery it is. I love that makeup look so much. I'll link that video down below if you're interested. I think I also kind of have a sentimental attachment to it, because I did a review on that and kind of talked about how I make that palette work for my hooded eyes, and I got a lot of subscribers from that video. So yeah, I kind of have a little bit of a sentimental attachment to it as well, but love that look so much. Question number 11 is, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? And if you've been here for a while, you know it is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is such a good brow product. It has fibers in it. It has pigment in it, but it's not too pigmented where you're scared to go in and coat your brow hairs. It comes off really easy if you do accidentally make a mess. And the best part about it is it's like $3 or $4. It is by far the best drugstore brow gel you will ever get your hands on. Pause this video, pick this up. I promise you won't regret it, especially since it's super affordable. So definitely this one. Question number 12 is, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? And it is definitely the Becca, Chloe, and Malika palette. They do still sell these on the Becca website, and it's like half off. It's like 30 bucks. It's been on there for such a long time, but this is my third palette, and I think I have 2 or 3 backups still. This is the most beautiful palette that I feel like no one ever talked about. The highlight I wear pretty much every day. It's on my face right now. It's super pretty. It's buttery. It's natural. It's really hard to go, well, you can go overboard, honestly, if you go in too much. But if you dip and apply, it's not going to apply super heavy on your face where you have to work to blend it out. It's beautiful. The bronzer is beautiful. These blushes are beautiful. Very similar, I think, to the Hourglass palettes. I mean, it looks like it. I've never owned an Hourglass product, but oh, this is so beautiful. I love it so much. You guys, again, pause this video and pick this up. The Malika palette is if you have, you know, deeper, darker skin. So I love that they have, you know, a lighter palette and a darker palette as well. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite Splurge product. Question number 14 is, what is your earliest makeup memory? And it's probably using that lipstick in the bottom drawer of my mom's makeup. Like I said, she didn't like have a whole bunch of makeup. She's still not into makeup. So I didn't have makeup all around me all the time. My aunt was really into skincare. And when we would go up to my grandparents' house in New Buffalo, I would watch her get ready sometimes, like do her skincare. So I guess that, but when we're talking like me actually playing with makeup, it's the lipstick. Question number 15 is, where is your favorite place to shop for makeup? And I'd say it's Ulta. I love that Ulta has a high-end section and an affordable drugstore section. You guys know I'm really into drugstore makeup, and if I did want to pick up something high-end, I can pick it up there as well. I really like the reward system at Ulta as well. Let me tell you, finding a good product at the drugstore like CVS or Walgreens or something like that really does spark joy in me as well, but I do like, again, the reward system and the fact that you've got drugstore and high-end at Ulta. Question 16 is, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? And honestly, I have to say it's the Becca palette. I feel like some people mentioned this in passing when it came out, but no one talks about it anymore. And I genuinely think this is like one of the best palettes, face palettes at least, since sliced bread. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Becca palette. All right. Question number 17 is, what is the most overrated makeup product you own? And I think a lot of people are probably going to want to smack me in the face for this, but I have to say it's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. Everyone talks about how much they love this. Everyone on YouTube. It's like the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat, the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. I like it. I think it's a great product, but it is expensive for what it is. I genuinely will still probably grab for my LA Girl the little wooden lip liner pencils more than this. This is definitely creamier, so maybe that's why maybe people really love a creamy lip liner, but for me, I kind of like more of a dry formula. I feel like I have a little bit more control with that, which is probably why I'm still gonna grab for those a little bit more, and they're $2.99 compared to this, which I want to say is close to $20. I can't remember off the top of my head. So don't think that I don't like this, because I do. I can see, you know, why people love it, but I just think it's overrated when you can get such a good, affordable lip liner from the drugstore with the same effect. Question number 18 is, what is a discontinued makeup product that you wish would come back? I know you can still find this in some places, and Allie mentioned it in her video as well. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I don't use it on YouTube anymore because I know it is really hard to get your hands on it, but this was the most beautiful foundation I've ever used. It had the most beautiful radiance to it. It wasn't too full coverage. It covered everything you needed. It is stinking beautiful, and I wish they would come back. I mean, look at the packaging. It's so pretty. I think this was like $14, and if you used a coupon, it was even cheaper. So good. If you find this somewhere, buy them. It's so good. Question number 19 is, where do you go for makeup inspiration? I look a lot to Lisa Eldridge. I look a lot to Nikki Makeup. I will have links to them down below, of course. I look at Charlotte Tilbury, Pat McGrath, Robert Welsh here on YouTube. I love him so much. I look a lot to a lot of people who actually do, you know, makeup as their profession. I feel like since I did bridal makeup, I feel this like connection with them. I mean, I feel connection to people, other people on YouTube who just love makeup like I do as well, but yeah, I look a lot to like the makeup artists who do that as their profession. And then I just look on Instagram in general a lot. I Google Gigi Hadid makeup a lot because she has hooded eyes as well. So I like to see what makeup artists do on her, and I'll pull inspiration from that as well. Same thing with like Dua Lipa, who has Lisa Eldridge do her makeup a lot. Question number 20. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I hope to see less testing on animals. I am not like a cruelty-free vegan, user of makeup myself. I wish I could. Maybe, hopefully at one point I can get to that point, but I would just eliminate so many makeup products that I use. But I would love to see every single brand no longer test any kind of makeup on animals. And finally, question 21, drum roll please. What do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? Allie had this answer, and I think we all will have the same answer. It's more diversity in 2021. I want to see brands extend their shade ranges, extend their concealers, their blushes, their bronzers, everything. It's 2021. It's time to get with it. We need to be more inclusive. And as I've thought about 2020 and, some of the things I've seen on YouTube and just things in general with like what sells, I hope to see less drama. YouTube used to be a space of truly education. Like, again, when you look back at like the Encore Makeup, Corin Zander, the Purse Buzz, the Wayne Goss stuff, there was no drama. I want to see less of that in 2021 and more using this space for people to come together, share passion for beauty, and just less drama. So yeah, I need to do a better job of myself at like consuming stuff like that, like Housewives, and like, why do I watch that? Why do I watch that? It's just total drama, you know what I mean? But we get caught up in it because drama sells. So anyway, that is it for this one. Again, thank you so much, Allie, for tagging me in this video. This was so fun. I think I spent like 2 hours doing this and it felt like 10 minutes. I hope you got to know me a little bit more. I tag all of you if you have a channel. Do this tag and tag me so I can continue to watch. If you enjoyed this video, give this a thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. If you're interested in seeing any more, definitely subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.